Yo, we on that ultralight beam. This is a god dream. Ooh, oh god. Bear with me. I know you can't see what I'm doing. If anything, I actually need to pop to the bathroom in a minute. But you know, didn't want to. I guess I didn't want to tell you that, but I've literally just told you that, haven't I? So, like, it's too late now. I was popping out. I was rocking to Kanye a minute ago. I mean, it's completely insane, but I'll tell you what, it doesn't make some bangers, doesn't he? Everything I say is 100% necessary. Yes, I'm gonna pop downstairs, refill my water, then have a little wee wee. Getting the lippy on. I mean, metaphorically speaking, I mean, I would probably do makeup. I think I'm covered in spots. Oh, my camera, the light's flashing. 1 second. Anyway, I'll be back in a minute. Got a couple of things. I say got a couple of things to talk about. Not really. Made it sound interesting, and then I was like, oh, maybe not. We on that ultralight beam. We on that ultralight beam. Oh, not in focus. Bad work, camera. Come on. Come on. My face is right there. There we go. Greetings. Greetings, humans and other dignitaries. How are you all today? Hi, Steve, Subcomandante, Daka, Tyra, and Jimmy. I hope you're doing very well. I'm looking for more. I did not wash my face. Did not brush my hair, as you can probably tell. I did not use breast freshener. To be fair, you can't smell me. Gonna admit, not clean underwear. I mean, I didn't like put an extra pair on or anything. This is the pair I've been wearing all day. Couple of things to talk about. Do I have anything immediately interesting to talk about? Probably not. But let's pretend we do. Let's pretend we do. So you've probably seen this if you're on Facebook and stuff like that. Beasts of War. This is, I feel like, and now on to the news. Beasts of War, no, sorry, it should be On Tabletop, formerly known as Beasts of War, have sold their business to Wayland Games. Basically, I mean that is the news essentially. Now, for those of you wondering why or what the hell this is, I'm presuming you've heard of Beasts of War or On Tabletop because a lot of people do like run blogs there and stuff like that. So they basically sold their business to Wayland Games. Now, Wayland Games, I believe, also own. Can't remember the name of the company. What is the name of the company? The one that does like the Western game. Warcradle, I believe they own Warcradle. So the like main way that Beasts of War, I'm just going to call them Beasts of War because I don't care. The main way that they made their money, as far as I could tell, and I may be completely incorrect, but let me just speculate a little bit, is they would essentially sell. Well, so people on Facebook are like, they didn't necessarily reveal that they were selling slots, but I don't necessarily. I mean, basically they did paid promotion. Maybe they didn't indicate it enough. Either way, but they were already in bed with them somewhat, but they've literally sold the business to them. I can't remember what the news. There was a story a while back about on Tabletop and Beasts of War and Wayland, but I mean, I guess it's like official that they've sold it, so it is what it is. Sometimes this camera stutters, and it does my nutting. Because I've brought the stats on the stream, and it doesn't show me any drop frames, so really don't know what's the cause. Basically though, you paid and you went and did a video with them. So all the videos like with the Super Fantasy Brawl or that kind of stuff, and all the historical games that they do, they basically pay, and then you go to them and they record a video with you, and then they ditch, and then that's it. But there you have it. There are so many more types of war games in EU and UK. Not to say that we can't order them here in the US, but the sheer number of. So I do agree with you to somewhat, Zima, and hi Zima. I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. I think that's probably because like I feel like there's a transatlantic divide between D&D and wargaming. So D&D, for example, is more popular in the US. It's still reasonably popular in the UK, but I think it's if you check Google Trends and all that kind of stuff, it is more popular in the US. And it sort of originated in the US, so that's where it sort of grew up. And wargaming sort of originated in the UK, or that's where it grew up because of Games Workshop. So specifically in Nottingham, you've got quite a lot of these like war games. Now the reality is, most of the war games don't get played, right? So don't go thinking like, not every little town has a massive wargaming club where people are playing every game imaginable. That's like quite literally not the case. Like there's not that many people playing that many games. You might it's just not common. Even really popular games, it can be quite difficult to get games of. So a lot of what? Well, yeah, I mean there is a lot of people do like the historical stuff. So I guess maybe that is more favoured over here because of it's more close to home kind of thing. Yeah, I wouldn't say it was like super duper popular. Hi, Major League Nerd. I'm gonna do it. I was gonna say I'm not gonna get a link, but I'm gonna get a link. I just hate that I can't say like on Twitch. We used to stream on Twitch like way back when me and the missus we used to stream Pokemon, and you used to be able to just say, "Hey, follow them," and you used to be able to just click the name and follow them. Right? You can't really do that. On YouTube, it doesn't let me do it, so I have to find the link and then post it. I mean, it's not like there's a shed ton of us here or anything, but if you're not subscribed, he made some Orc terrain recently, and we'll be making more terrain. It's spoiling anything though, I don't think, because I didn't really say anything. And yeah, so this is interesting. I don't want to talk out of place because I don't really know what I'm saying, but the two things. I do agree, like they never seem to disclose their sponsorships in the past. I wonder if they will now start doing so. And secondly, the fact that I believe basically now you've got On Tabletop essentially owned by the same people who own Warcradle or whatever the combination is. I do worry about a little bit of bias. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I shouldn't really give a damn because it's nothing to do with me. But I do think why would they now say positive things about Games Workshop when in a sense that could indirectly it could benefit them to slag off Games Workshop or slag off Mantic or slag off some other games. So I'm not saying they're going to do that, but I don't know. If you had a wargaming channel and you worked for Mantic and you were just a YouTube channel, people would be like, it's in your self-interest to be happy about Mantic products. So are we really getting an honest kind of reply? I do feel like that is possibly the risk that they will have. How true that will be, I don't know. Next point, and I know some of you Americans will not be here to bear witness to this incredible conversation, but on Saturday, it's Tuesday today, Jason, on Saturday, on Twitch, the Warhammer team are going to be doing a Twitch stream, and I'm thinking about I'm going to live stream along with it. Some of you may have seen like Chapter Master Valric. I'm not sure if he will do one for this because it's not 40k. Either way, it's not relevant, but this is sort of the most kind of stuff that I'm interested in, because I think it's specifically going to be about, and this is if you've got your times, I think that's for you, Major League Nerd, 6 a.m. But obviously it's diabolical in some places. Midnight, I guess midnight's almost not terrible. I've stayed up past midnight in some cases to watch some events. But I think they said, if I can find out, it's going to be about skirmish games, because they're talking about Gridiron and Glory, which sort of suggests maybe like... well, they say here, Blood Bowl, Warhammer Underworlds, and Warcry. Of course, you'll be asleep. I mean, I think that's completely reasonable. Most people are asleep at 6 a.m, I would guess. So, I don't think they're going to confirm Mordheim. It would be funny. I would be like, I mean, I did say. But yeah, I don't think that's necessarily going to happen. They don't say, well, they do say, we'll have something extra special for you. I'm going to go out on a limb and confirm that that's going to be Mordheim. You've heard it here first, probably, maybe. You might not have done. You might not have heard it, or you might have heard it somewhere else. It could be what? It could be Mordheim. It's going to be something. We can confirm it will be something. Zima says, not a war game, but any opinion on the Darkest Dungeon board games? No, but there's a video game called Darkest Dungeon, isn't there? Oh, well, you just said, I love the video game. Boom. No, and I haven't even played that. No. You know what? I have been tempted lately. Obviously, it's in early access, and I think it's like 50 quid. It's Baldur's Gate 3, which I do believe uses the D&D 5 ed rule set. But I think it's like thingy. So I'm hearing, I am confirming right here, right now, based on absolute zero information and 100% speculation. But no salt. I guarantee there's something special they're referring to is Mordheim. Confirmed. Right? Baldur's Gate 3, the video game, is on early access. But let's have a look at Darkest Dungeon. Yeah, it does look good. If you like Divinity... See, I never really played them, but I was watching somebody stream it, and I was like, you know, I could get behind that. Let's have a look at Kickstarter. Kickstarter. I've just realised I was meant to bring something upstairs that I have not brought upstairs. Which is a skull. Not a real skull. How old am I? Yes, I was born on the 1st of January. As per everybody in the universe. I won't put in my real birth year. But salt brings out the flavour. It does indeed. It does indeed. Yeah, those of you wondering, yeah, I'll maximise this. I'm not sure this is a gameplay trailer. But basically... Oh, well, this is really not what this is... I wanted gameplay, and that's really not gameplay. Is this gameplay? None of this is gameplay. Okay, I can't really show you. These are just cutscenes, which really not what I want. But it's like an RTS kind of style gameplay, I guess, maybe. It was very Dark Fantasy aesthetic, but it goes on with D&D, but Baldur's Gate looks amazing. Yeah, I think if it wasn't £50, I'm not paying 50 quid for a game. Especially one that's in early access. Which I understand that they're probably going to lower the price rather than increase the price. But I ain't paying that. This is a kind of game that I'd maybe buy at like 20 quid. I ain't going to spend my money on that. Darkest Dungeon, on the other hand, I believe like is reasonably good. It's just not something I've personally been involved in. This was updated. I don't want to miss this, so it is what it is. But yeah, there's a couple of things out there. Yes, I need to be... Why does it do that? Just to confirm, and I'm going to have to check the stream. You can see the black border around that, right? Around the screen. I don't know, not this, the whole thing. I don't know why it does that. It just seems to randomly do it. For no real reason. I don't understand it. I need to go get my skull. because we're actually going to be looking at this. This is what I'm going to be making possibly on stream. I spoke about it in Discord, but not exactly like that, but something like that. Maybe something like this. I'm probably going to have it to be like an underground cave rather than an overground cave. That's really not what I'm trying to do. But yeah, basically I'm going to make something like this on stream. Now I'm a little bit intrigued on how to do the rocks. I don't really want to use rock molds, but if push comes to the shove, I might do. It might actually be better to use rock molds. But basically this kind of idea, but obviously it's going to go into the ground is what we're actually going to do. I just need to pop downstairs and get my skull. Keep everybody entertained, Steve. Should have like green screened my hand out or something. I will pay you exactly, Steve, all the ad revenue I get for this stream, which should be none because I've turned off monetization. Made a screen change on it. Oh, see, no, you see what I did there was I pressed the button and then hid away. Ooh, it was special, wasn't it? This guy's got a massive back. The back of this guy's FOD is well huge. Look at it. It's massive. So this one on my right, this one here, which might be screen left, has an articulating jaw. Hello. I'm a professional ventriloquist, by the way, guys. Hello. How are you doing today? This is fantastic. You can't see my lips or my mouth at all. Kitty's looking at me like I'm insane. Say hi, say hi, say hi.
Hello.
Hi, Katie. You look good today. I've got a bone for you. Be gone. Love you. We'll try and just slightly shut the door. God of gear. Yes, thank you. Quarantine has taken its toll. Thank you. Thank you. This is how I spend most of my days. I mean, it's weird because I've got a gap in my teeth when I smile. You can see my tongue when I do my ventriloquist. Maybe if I tilt my head down. Tilt my head down. Let me tell it. Hello. I am the greatest terrain maker that has ever been known. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, I'll practice that for you. Anyway, back to the point. Back to the point. So there's two skulls. So this one I bought from Wilkinson's for £3. Although I think I might have got it delivered because I didn't want to go outside, and delivery was like £5. So I think I paid £8 for this. And I think this is probably the one I'm going to use. Partly because the jaw is already, well, it's an articulating jaw, which obviously I will remove, but it'll allow me to very easily and have the detail in the mouth and stuff like that. So obviously it'll be like that, but the mouth will be even wider. Now, how I have a cave entrance that's going to be like this, I don't really know, because I want the teeth to be straight, but I don't want the head to be like that. So it's going to be like, it's going to have to come apart a little bit, which I don't really know how that's going to happen, but I'll have to like take a saw to it or something, or maybe pry it so that they come apart. But that's that one. I think this is the one we're going to use. I quite like the little details on it. £3 from Wilco's in the UK. We did look at it, I think, last week's stream. Now this one I do quite like. It's a big boy back of the skull. And me and Kate will not be doing streams together, I don't think, considering we have a child, and I don't really think we could justify ditching her for it. Now, the interesting thing about this one is obviously it's got the jaw in place. So I could basically just cut it in between. Cut the jaw and level the head with the jaw with the rock. Yeah, so I will be having like, it'll be like open and slightly tilted back. So it'll be okay, I think. This one, I'm like, it's got more obvious mold lines, which isn't necessarily a problem, but the Wilkinson's one doesn't really have obvious mold lines. It's got an obvious mold line, but it's not, it's not terrible. It's not terrible. So, I'm a little bit apprehensive about this build because I don't really know how well it will go, and I think this is the kind of build that I'm prone to starting and not finishing. But that's the plan for today. I'm going to take some foam. I don't know. Cut a hole in the foam and start working on it, I think, basically. I will attend to Katie today. Okay. Oh, okay, Katie. So what kind of things do you like? Oh, I like to stay at home and do nothing because I am evil and I hate Jason. He really sucks. Oh, that's no way to talk to me. Especially considering I'm the one doing your voice. Yes, okay. I would like you to get naffed. I hate you. Get lost. Well, I'm going to have to take off your jaw for that. Actually did take it off there. Okay, so we'll probably get in position and start having a bash, shall we? Shall we? Oh, I have actually broke it a little bit, which isn't that bad because whatever. Castle Grayskull. Don't really know what that is. But yeah, this one, I would have to saw the mouth, which is fine, and I still might have to do that. But you can even see the mold lines, like, they're quite prominent. So that's the plan. So are you ready for some smooth transitions today? I'm not sure I am. Yeah, there we go. Hey, Ben, how are you? I don't know what I said. What did I say? I just need to do some heart. Oh, well, good luck. Good luck. He-Man, you Philistine. Oh, okay. I do apologize. I've never watched He-Man. The power of Grayskull. Although I used to say my friend looks like Skeletor, then I realised I was being a bit mean. So I sort of stopped. Transition time. Transition time. I'm having a transition. That sounded really weird. Yeah, I don't bloody know. I'm not sure if Katie would know it. I won't message her. That is almost correct. Oh, you know what I've not done? I've not got the stream on my phone. Well, actually on the tablet in this case. So let's just come back to this for a moment whilst I sort this out. Bum, 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 bum. Ooh, Roblox needs updating. Right. So yeah, let me just get the chat up on the tablet so I can see it. I did download Google Play so I can actually just use proper YouTube. Although I don't really know where I'm looking. It is terrible, this tablet, I'm not going to lie. There we go. And now, for the main event. Weejay. Look at Luke. I went proper northern then, didn't I? Look at Castle Greyjoy for inspiration on how the skull with open mouth should work. Castler Greyjoy. I honestly thought we were talking about Game of Thrones. Because the Greyjoys I know. And I appear to be getting the actual castle from Game of Thrones. So, I mean... now I'm confused. Wow, that's that is ugly. That is really, really ugly. Have you got the name right? I don't know enough about Skeletor to do any memes about bloody Skeletor. I'm not even sure this is right. He doesn't... I mean... let me do He-Man with a dash. Grey Skull. Why am I? You didn't? Did you write Greyjoy? No, you wrote Grey. You wrote Grey Skull. Hi, Cigar Seals. Hi, Cell Seagulls. I mean, all I can say there is, I'm an idiot. That's all I can really say. I do apologise. Okay, let me get my stream up. Terrain made easy. In the rain. Do. I quite well. This actually looks like terrain. It's because it's a little toy. I mean, yeah, okay. I can dig it. It's not what I'm intentionally going for. Hi, Johan. You just can't get the staff. I mean, I can't be blamed for being an idiot. It looks like Lego, doesn't it? It's Mega Constructs. I mean, I should just buy that. I mean, this, on the other hand, looks insane. Like, has somebody printed that? What is that? That's cool. Yeah, okay. I mean, okay. I dig it. I dig it. Do you want a sneak peek of my next video, which I've not actually recorded? Not recorded any of the voiceover yet. Ooh, look at that! Look at that! One of them isn't central. I mean, you already knew that was coming, to be fair. So it's not exactly like a surprise, is it? Okay, I've got you on the screen. I've got you here. I can see what we're doing. Get you on the side so I can actually read you. I already have transitioned. Make sure I'm not this should be okay. I should sound vaguely the same. YouTube's giving me a little reminder saying, show your support for this channel with a purchase. No, thank you. It is my own channel. I would be giving myself money. It's not so much copying the castle. Yeah, no. I was just saying I should copy the castle. I wasn't saying I will. Gonna have to rewatch. They made an actual film. I really need to get more familiar with He-Man. And hi, Craig. How are you? So let me just double check the cameras. Double check what I'm doing. Hey up, lad. I mean, sorry, that is what it is. So, I mean, I don't really know how to start this. This is actually an interesting conversation, is how to actually start with this. I do apologise for showing you my belly. I take it all back. So, let me get the camera on. Hey up. Let's get the skull in shot. The film is so corny. Oh, okay. I mean, I don't think... If I'm honest, I don't think it's for me. The power of grace. Oh, I'm actually doing the ventriloquist thing, realising you can't properly see me. He-Man! What am I talking about? Is this camera working? Because I don't think you can see me because of the mic. Meh. It is what it is. So big question. Oh, so we're talking about your Helm's Deep, which I must say looks cool. Walls on base. Now the question is, should I use foam to build up the ground or plaster? What about a combination of the both? You have to add water effects to the drain. Ooh. Can water effects melt plastic foam? I believe it can. Can it? I think. Yeah, let me sort out the camera. Sorry, guys. So is that maybe the problem? Is that maybe the question? You've watched all the classics with your younger brothers. I have not really watched any of them. I do apologise for that. Do I apologise? No, not really. Like, I'm only really hurting myself. Can we all see what I'm doing? Let me record the camera. I'm not 100% sure how to start this, by the way. If anybody has any tips, I'm actually open to starting with it. I don't know if I should glue it onto the base first, or if I'm going to have to glue it onto the base first, right? I think. At least I sort of feel like it. I appreciate you can't properly see that. There we go. In your day, it was Joe 90. I watched a bit of Thunderbirds. That much I can confirm. A small amount of Thunderbirds. It's quite difficult to make terrain, talk, look at the camera, make sure the stream is still working, and make any kind of sense. Well, you can tell it's difficult because hence me maximum professionalism. Yeah, the mold lines on this are awful. Got this one from Home Bargains, but it's not my favourite for sure. Hi, Yuan. I tried something like this. Took the jaw off to make it sit better. Yes, so I am going to take off the jaw, and this is why this one articulates. It articulates. The bollocks. Sorry, I'm just knocking literally everything over. So I'm actually going to, well, one, I'm going to clip off the tag because I do not need or want the tag. Did you... Step 1, get knife. Step 2, cut jaw. 3, stick jaw to base. 4, build up foam around jaw. 5, you know you might have a point. Just stick the jaw to the base. That is probably the better idea, rather than, say, trying to stick everything to it. So I'm just going to rip off. Well, this is where my lack of strength comes in handy. Well, not in handy, but as a problem. He's not really got a strong jawbone now, has he? His jawbone is all off. So I think we definitely don't... I don't think we're going to need the bits there, but we'll leave it temporarily. If I glue that to the base, then I'm going to build foam up to here. Build foam up to here, and then I'm going to have the jaw like here. I know, can you actually see what I'm doing? Maybe like there. Maybe like there. Maybe like there. Maybe. It's quite a lot of foam to build up in the sides here, though. Like, it may even be better. Like, it may be better having it be like... I don't want to feel... You know what might be better is to take some of the jaw off. Howdy, Cindy Dave. How are you? From Texas. I don't know why I said just stay like that. I do apologise. I'm gonna rip your jaw off. Thank you. Yes. If the back of the skull isn't required, cut it off by following the bone line around the middle of the skull. Yeah. So I may cut the back of the head off and sort of have it sit into the foam, because I think we're gonna have the foam probably up to a reasonable height, maybe like even on top of it. Maybe. Now, do you guys think I should use plaster cast molded rocks, or do you think I should just use XPS? I'm really, really, really tempted to take off the chin and just get to the teeth. You know, so that it's much lower. Or at least maybe, you know, say maybe here. You know, maybe just saw through it. I actually have a proper saw, but like what I'm thinking is maybe like here. And then it's much, much lower to the ground, because otherwise I'm going to have to build it up. Now I could do steps. I could do steps up into the teeth. But then it's like, you got to walk up to walk down. I will be using I will probably use some modeling compound for sure. For sure. I wonder how easy it is to just cut off this little nub. Get my proper saw. I keep not looking at the camera. Ka-ting! Can you see me? Do apologise for that. How loud is this? It's not that loud. Then the next one. I mean, this is now no longer usable, so if I need another, I'll have to order it from Wilkinson's. Gone are my ventriloquist days. Subcommandante, are you making the Zardos floating head? Is that from Rick and Morty? I don't actually know what that is. Oh, Matron. I used to be able to do a good Kenneth Williams. Oh, Matron. Nope, it sucks. For God's sake, I used to be able to do a good one. Bollocks. It's gone right off it. Why can't I do it? I may have to listen to it just to, I cannot get it right. Come on. You bloody sod. Get off. Why are you getting stuck on this? Snap it off, Jim. Zardos is... Oh, I've definitely not seen that. I've definitely not seen that. I've maybe seen Sean Connery in his outfit, but I've not seen the film. Now, I could definitely cut that off here, because even like... I think I'm going to be a bit drastic. I don't know what you thought. Oh. My SD card is full. Okay, we have a problem. Okay, I have a problem. The camera that I'm recording on, my SD card is full. Even though I'm pretty sure I emptied some of the footage off it. Okay, this is a problem. Back to the computer for a second. Whilst we look at old matron Kenneth Williams. It's okay. I've got some footage on here that I definitely don't need. I've got my industrial terrain build stuff on there, and I don't need it. I like to keep sort of like, oh shit. I have to unplug that camera, and I don't know if it's gonna work. Okay, this might break everything. This might quickly be the end of this, because I need to unplug that camera, which you can't see, but I don't know if when I plug it back in it's gonna work. So we'll see. Hi Fox, been a while since I've seen you, Fox. It's nice to see you though. I hope you're doing very well. Let's have a look at Zardos Sean Connery, because why not? Zardos Sean. I'll just put Zardos Sean now. Oh yeah, I've seen this image before. I've seen this before. If anything, this is how I dress up at weekends. But you know, oh no worries, Fox. Didn't mean to call you out. I just I've not seen you for a little while. It's nice to see you. Camera, please. Whatever. I'm having a bad day. Right. I want to hear this. Mute this. Wait, no, mute that. Leave that playing. What? That's not correct. What was that? Now I'm getting a bloody advert. Yeah. It's short for Wizard of Oz. Zardos, Wizard of Oz. Wow, I've literally never even realised that. Hi, Hooded Man, how are you? Salutations. Greetings. I'm just trying to listen to Matron at the minute. I do apologise.
You don't understand. I mean, this sort of thing could ruin my training program.
Oh, forget about that, Kenny.
I can't forget it. It's
Where
my
is it
duty
you
to keep
making
myself
in this?
fit and strong. You may not realize it, but I was... Matron, no, please. Oh,
Been yearning for you, yearning to give you my all.
Does he even say this? Yes, Wizard.
I will not be put off. Not after.
This you're doing, that's for sure.
Okay, well, this isn't working. For whatever reason, I can't find him saying, "Oh, matron. Oh, matron." What am I doing? I'm taking the stuff off my SD card, so I do apologise. Carry On Screaming. Carry On films are classic, I will give you that. But yes, I've inadvertently done a maximum professionalism moment where I need to remove some stuff off the SD card, which obviously I can't show you because it's not that interesting. I don't know why you'd want to watch it, you weirdo. But yeah, I need to do it before I carry on filming. I very nearly... I mean, I may have recorded something that I needed. Well, that's actually why I'm doing the second one. So I'm going to get rid of the industrial terrain one. I generally like to leave up a video until I'm happy that I'm not going to have to redo the video. But to be fair, I always store them on my hard drive as well. But this is stored on the SD camera. I'm a little bit like paranoid about losing footage, so I try and have it in two places at once, basically. And I never delete footage from the video I've just worked on. But hopefully that I did record a lot of footage for that, so that's fine. Okay, let's get the camera back in. Now I think the camera that we use for you guys to see may not work. So let's check that out first. Now, is that working or is it stuck? That's stuck, nothing's actually happening there. Let's go to properties, deactivate, activate. Is that working? Yes, that is working. You can see my hand. It's spooky month. Can you sing some Norwegian? No, I'm not singing Norwegian black metal at the end or at any time. Sorry to break the news to you. How do you hum metal? Another transition, do bear with me. My back's already sore. I think it was close enough, I do agree. Can't get much closer. I can't sing full stop. Jimmy, I mean, it's a shame this isn't like Twitch and I can't just like time you out for like 5 minutes. Just as a joke. On YouTube, I think you can literally just ban people and or not. Okay. It's really hard to concentrate on something and still talk. Well, you can tell it's hard because I'm not doing it. Let me get the camera back in place. Come on. Why are you not going in the bloody hole now? There you go. Neither can black metal vocalists. True. That camera would make some good terrain. Hey, I ain't. Some of these cameras cost me hundreds of pounds. I ain't gonna be ruining them for some terrain. I can confirm that. Oh, one of my tooth just started hurting. So let's get this back in place. What I'm thinking about doing, now that I've cut off the little nubs, as I said, I don't really want the terrain piece to be, so high so that it's like that high off the ground. So I'm thinking about, there's a little bit, and I don't know if you can see this on this camera, but there's a little bit of like a jaw here. So if I could follow that round, maybe that then would have it still at an angle, but it would be much lower. I do think I'm going to have to do it because I think if I just use it the way it is, it's going to be a bit mental. So I'm literally going to saw through it at this angle here. Now, this might get loud. So, yeah, I'm gonna do it. It's a bit bold. It's pretty bold, but yeah, I don't really have any solution to it, so I'm gonna do it. Let's just do it. £3 down the drain if I break it. 3 whole pound, guys. Willow's crying, so I do apologize if you can hear it. This is actually going to take me a while to sort through. It's very hard to do some of this, you know, on the table. Wow, that is actually a big boy. That is a big boy. Hi Greg, how are you? How are you doing, bro? Big money build. Well, you know me, I am a big spender. The whole channel's based on my big expenditure. Wait, just submerge it into the foam. No, I don't want it to be... I don't want the terrain piece to start off that high. Because otherwise it's just going to get massive. So, yeah. We're going to saw some stuff here. Reading the chat whilst sawing, which I do believe is completely safe. I wonder if it gets to a point if I can just do that and snap it. Maybe, but we're not there yet. Can you hear Willow? Can you hear Willow? Use smaller foam? Yes, I do have some smaller foam. But the whole piece itself, the whole jaw piece is quite large. Well, for me, it's too big. I do have some, well, upstairs in the loft, I've probably got some 6mm, some 10mm. 20mm is a maybe. 30mm is a definite. 50mm is also a yes. I hope everybody else is good. Yeah, good. I missed the start. I was covered in chicken. I mean, it's supposed to go in your mouth. What did we have? We had some homemade burgers today. I made the burgers. Let's see if I can snap it now. Oh, you can't. That caught me by surprise. I don't know if I flinched, but it caught me by surprise. Yeah. Yeah, whatever. I'm going to do it on the other side as well. How to do it on the other side a bit easier. This was made in China. I am obviously... no wonder it cost £3. To be fair, this is a good quality skull for £3. I always wonder what kind of plastics are using. I'm presuming this is a relatively cheap plastic. But I do wonder how similar it is to like models. Not necessarily like Games Workshop or anything. But it always, like, I'm surprised that a big giant skull like this is £3. And then a big giant from World of Warcraft, from for Warhammer Age of Sigmar is £120. So I mean, obviously the quality of the plastic, the quality of the injection mold and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it just boggles the mind sometimes. Chicken free, free chicken. Starting to feel hungry again. Did I wash it? I haven't washed. Wait, are you talking about the chicken or this? Does it have a recycle? Well, it's getting recycled. It's getting upcycled. A lot of plastic kits come from China. Yeah, exactly. So I mean, I just some Games Workshop kits do. FFG definitely do. And no worries. You meetings for the day. It's so weird. I'm finished for the day. Is there a place to catch the stream? No. So you can't watch the stream after the fact, and the place to catch the end result will be the video that I end up doing. Yeah, sorry. I'm very worried about the stream cluttering up the channel. I don't want people to go on the channel and see it, basically, because relatively a stream is every week and a video is like every other week. So I just don't want it to get flooded. It's also why I was talking about doing vlogs for the Patreons, but then I was like, well, I've got to add. You can't upload the vlog directly to Patreon, so I'd have to upload it to YouTube. And then I was like, oh, is it really worth doing? But have a beautiful day, by the way. Yeah, sorry. Live stream for Patreons, which you can do, but I mean, I only have like 8 Patreons, and I say only, and I don't mean to be disparaging, but it's not like I'd have nobody to talk to. It'd be quite quiet. Oh, this is actually, because of the angle, this is actually taking quite a while. I can't get a good angle on this one. Come on, let's blast through it now. I just get stuck on something. Come on. It's an absolute ball ache, this one. This piece is a ball ache. I should probably be wearing masks. I'm getting quite a lot of plastic particles everywhere. Yeah, I don't have a vice, and I can't. I would, if I was doing this properly, I wouldn't even do it on the thingy. I don't have a mask, not to hand anyway. I would do it somewhere else rather than on the table. Here, let me see if I can do it on my lap without cutting myself. Nah, everywhere's awkward. Parsi? No. What has he made? And yes, it was good to see Ellis on thingy. What has Miscast made? If he's made the same thing, then I will literally stop making this right now and not do it. Well, let's have a look. Oh, he's very early. He's got that done early, hasn't he? Let's see if it's the same kind of thing. This is upsetting. Has he? Are you a Patreon of his? Oh yeah, I'm obviously not copying his idea. I don't think that's... I don't think anybody's saying that necessarily. But I think this might be like a Patreon video. So where have you seen it? Oh, has he already done it in the past? It's not a new video, is it? I'm furious, Steve. I'm not really that furious. I'm not really angry. I just don't want to, like, I've just started it. Like, I could easily skip on it. It wouldn't be a thingy. D&D on his page. On his page. Miscast page. I don't... If you can... Sorry, did I go off it then? Oh, it's on YouTube, okay. 6 months ago. Oh, this. Oh. Yeah, no, I'm not that bothered about that. I was worried. Watch the school gets across the tiny room. I didn't know about this particular video, for sure. March is a very weird time to do that. But I did do a search of like school terrain, didn't I? I did it on the last week's stream. Oh, it is a very good school. Is that the same school? It's very similar to the kit I bought. Oh wow! I mean, he has a Dremel and everything. Is that literally the school that I have? Is that the second school I have? Because I got the whole kit and it's connected at the thingy. No, mine's black. A little Dremel's a bit easier, isn't it? Jesus Christ. It's not the same one. He's going to use the whole thing, I think. Yeah, mine's going to be more like... that's fine, but it all... No offense to him. It's literally just the skull on the head, isn't it? Yeah, and I have seen the Terrain Tutors one. But this is like a skull altar. So what I'm trying to do, and I think it's not super unique, but I'm trying to do something like this. I don't know why I've not got a Dremel, but I don't want to use stuff like that on videos, so I don't use it. I should really get one, but it is what it is. I need to get in like Aldi, see if they've got one. I'm going to do something like this, basically. Like this. So I think it's unique enough and different enough that I think, oh, yo, I bought the wrong blades for my hobby knife. The ones I got are for proper scalpers, and they fit my knife. But they fit my knife, but they are way sharper. Oh, nice. I bought the wrong blades for my Olaf, or whatever it's called. You know, the super cool knife. Okay, I was a little bit worried that if he'd literally just released it, I would have been a bit probably Castle Grayskull. I would have just been... Is this Castle... It's not Castle Grayskull. Maybe. Yes, a little bit like that Parziv, but bigger. And you can actually gonna walk into it, basically. Yeah, you know me. YouTube always shutting me down. That's what you get for being the bad boy of YouTube. I'm known as the bad boy in the crafting world. People know me as the bad boy. They're like, oof, what a rebel. What a rebel he is. But yeah, so that's the plan. I would like, if I found that one of the big crafting people had literally made the same thing like this week and they released it, I would probably have stopped because I'm not that far into the job. But it'll get to a point where that won't be the case, and I would have just finished it anyway. There's not that much plastic dust. He says, do I have any masks? I have a mask. Stop hating on me, bro. Hi, Just Kev. How are you? Stone Cold Steve Austin. Well, I mean, is he the bad boy? He was a bit of a baby face, wasn't he, to be fair? Not much of a heel. Well, I think he started off as a heel. How are you, Kev? Why, is this not stoppable yet? Come on. I have no idea what I even said, Kev. I could have said anything. The UK. I mean, I'm way worse than Dexter. I'm dangerous. Terrain Made Evil. Oh, that'd actually be a good name for the series every Halloween. Terrain Made Evil. I want this to be lower, but I really don't know how to cut this lower without injuring myself. Yeah, it's too high. So I'm gonna do this. This is a bit dangerous. I'm not gonna lie. Well, I guess it's only a saw. It's not like I'm gonna saw into my arm. I'm not gonna saw my arm off, am I? This isn't particularly safe. Not gonna lie. Mate, Jimmy, I am. You know, they call me. You want to see my record, mate? I mean, I'm dangerous. People come at me and I'm just like, you know, what could go wrong? Exactly. What could go wrong? The worst case scenario is I injure myself. You know what? A Dremel would be way easier. But if I have it any other way, I'm just gonna like. I run the risk of it slanting off. Oh, this is stupid. I'm not gonna lie. Not because it's dangerous necessarily. No, do not, do not call any emergency services at this moment. Thank you. And I will keep at least 2 fingers. I don't even know how I'm doing this. I'm not even necessarily doing it particularly straight. I guess I'm not too worried about that. I can always fudge it. Pablo, you know me. I have actually been kicked off YouTube at least once, maybe even twice. Twice, I think. To be fair, I think one time was because I was talking about cutting myself. The other time was because I was watching a YouTube video. There we go. Oh, this is boring. I think this is probably the only cutting knife that I will do. The blade on that saw is too wide. Use something like I don't have a hacksaw. I have nothing else. I've got to work with my materials out in hand. This plastic is actually reasonably thick. Like it's not shoddily made. It's like, yeah, it's actually it's sturdy-ish. It's sturdy plastic. I've come through to the other side, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm a little bit worried when I get to the jaw. Well, whatever that bit is. You gotta go paint some signs. I'll be watching it. I just can't build my skull stone things. Not sure I understand that. It's not like surgeons use a saw to cut off limbs. Yes. No. I mean, no, but yes. That's when they're trying to cut off limbs. I'm not trying to cut off limbs. Or my fingers. Or anything, you know. Let's see if this knife is any better. I don't think so. Look, I'm trying to get it so that my fingers aren't in the way, guys, just so you are aware. I'm trying to use this knife just to try and make it so I get a straight cut. I'm not gonna injure myself. At least I don't think I am. Don't worry. I'm not planning on injuring myself. Although this is going to take quite a while, and I'm not sure if it is the best way of doing it. Even if I come down that way. How could I do that a little bit better? I could come from the inside. Now you can't necessarily see that. But at least then, have I got a good angle on that? No, I don't. A terrain crafter with limited tools. Oh, matron. Oh. Still can't do it. I do not want to have it that big, especially now that I've damaged it. I'm just going to do it. Let's just carry on. Let's cut my thumb. Okay, it would hurt. Let's just keep going. It's very difficult to position my hand in a way. Well, I'm going to say don't do this at home. I mean, I could get a Dremel for tomorrow. What time is it? Where could I even go buy a Dremel right now? Let me just do this off screen, see if I can do a better angle. Bear with me, I'm seeing if there's a way I can hold it that's reasonably safe. I don't think Prime had come to me the same day. Not where I live. I don't live anywhere popular. It's sort of a little bit better on my leg. Serious breaches of health and safety. Right, the way I'm cutting it now, I'm not going to cut myself. I'm making a mess over my leg. But I wouldn't cut myself. So I'm sticking with this. I know you can't see it. But the worst case scenario here is I slightly hurt my leg. There's no risk to my fingers the way I'm doing it. I got a bit more purchase on it there. Yeah, pliers would be good. But I don't have any pliers either. What I'm sort of doing is on my leg, I've sort of got it like that. Sort of. Hey, comrade, how are you? Jay builds a false leg. An XPS leg. Yeah, it's difficult to get the right angle on it so that I'm not at any risk. That's not that bad, holding my hand like that. I know you can't see it, but the reality is I'm unlikely to hurt myself doing that angle. Let me just pull it a bit closer to myself. I think this is okay. Baz Norman Jr. Baz can order Legion token. Baz, is he the one with the YouTube channel? Is that the Baz? No, let's see if I can do it this angle. How are you, comrade, by the way? I'm hoping it's comrade and not comrade. I'm good. I keep mentioning in all these streams that I don't normally cut myself. So inevitably at some point it will happen. And you'll hear some proper foul language when that happens. But I think that's okay. Look, I've got my hand on it there. The blade's going that way. The only two things that could happen is that my hand would have to slip off it as I go that way. It's very unlikely. He makes the tokens like casino chips. Oh, yes. Weirdly, that started because of LVO. The guys in the US were like, oh, we'll have a Las Vegas themed thing. And they were like, we'll use poker chips. And then everybody realized that, like, poker chips were very... My finger's very red. Look at that. Talking about not cutting myself. Look at them. Can you see that? I'm gonna show my camera on that. It's hurting my hand. I'm gonna have to like chill my beans. I'm gonna have to hold it a different way. Hi Cohen, how are you? Trying to make some. Well, I guess it's more D&D terrain today, but just a bit of fun Halloween terrain using this skull. Although my hand is very sore from it, and it's taken quite a while. I probably do need an actual Dremel at some point. To be fair, I don't normally do this with toys. Yeah, it's getting to a point where, because there's two edges, that's not going to work. Yeah, my... Oh, good stuff, good stuff. Soft mank hands. Wow, I mean, I do have soft hands. People, when they touch my skin or my face or my hands, they're like, wow, your hands are so soft. And that's because I've never done a hard day's work in my life. I'm not going to lie. I've never done hard labour. And I don't want to start. Could you not flatten the jaw back to front and then cut it? You mean, I was going to do it like this. But I can't really get in. I think it's sort of okay. I think it's going okay. I know you're not happy about it, guys, but I think it's going okay. The problem will be when I actually cut through it. Wait, sorry, Craig just said mild green fairy liquid. Not 100% sure where that came from. Buffalo Bill, is he the killer in Silence of the Lambs? Am I correct for a change? Because we've all realised that my cultural reference ability is terrible. Tell you what, I'm not doing this again. How am I going to cut the skull? Guys, how am I going to cut the skull? I mean, I don't technically have to cut the skull. I could just build around it, which I think I might have to do. I question you. I've got no cultural reference knowledge. Like, I'm okay, but I'm not good. A skull sort of cave entrance. He puts the plaster on the finger. Oh. Sprue snips would work, that plastic. Yeah, I do have some sprue snips. Let's see if I can cut through. No, it's thick as balls, this plastic. It's super... Look how thick that is there. It's super thick. It's very, very thick. I don't prefer a liquid advert to come out. There was a little kid, a little girl, like the first, I don't know, whatever it is she said, I don't know. I've got two jobs, one labourer and one as a janitor. Whenever I switch from labourer to janitor, the chemicals makes that does not sound fun. This could work with 40k with pipes and wires. Yeah, I mean, it could. You could do like lights in the head and stuff like that and make it look all funky. And like Mel the Terrain Shooter did like blood and stuff like that. I think you could make it 40k. I'm just going to go with like generic skull. I'm not going to go with anything funky. Yeah, thick. I am thick as balls. And I'm not necessarily thick as balls, but my cultural reference knowledge is very, very weak apparently. Like, it depends what you know. Like, I know certain things, but not everything. Man doesn't know everything. A man cannot know everything. I would have 100 more skulls. True. Did I hear about the updates to orcs and kobolds? Wait, what game's that? Orcs? What are kobolds in? Oh, did I say thick as balls for the jaw? Oh, I did. It is. Well, it's thick as balls, if not thicker. Oh, I don't actually play D&D. My friends play D&D, and when I make D&D terrain, I'm going to actually play it for them. But what are they doing there? I mainly play Star Wars Legion, but my friends play a lot of D&D. We used to play Warhammer Fantasy, 2nd edition, I think. Wow, this is a job and a half, isn't it? Well, Greg, I've not played anything since February, so you are right. I've definitely not played anything for ages. But I have been seeing, and I think Craig was talking about Ellis. I have met Ellis at tournaments. I'm more of a tournament kind of guy, and obviously that's not happening this year. Ugh. I'm getting a bit tired. This plastic is so goddamn thick. I'm definitely not cutting the skull unless I get a Dremel. Oh, I wasn't calling you out, Greg, but yeah, I've not played in ages. I tried to book an event for like next weekend or something. Where did I go? Where did I go? Where did I go? Where did I go? What they are getting updated a bit. Yeah, this ain't easy. This ain't easy. Fire hobby knife. I don't think a hobby knife would do this one. I'm going to tell you right now that this is the last cut of the skeleton. This whole skeleton is just going to get used as is. I ain't cutting that thing. I always use the wrong tools. Anybody seen my Millennium Falcon video where I use the little, like, what's that saw called? The little hobby saw. What are they called? I want to say, it's not a hacksaw. What are they called? The little spindly ones. Honestly, my hands were red so far, I thingy. Try wiping off the teeth. The plastic builds up, makes it hard to cut. I'm gonna wipe them off. It's a good idea. My hands are getting messy as well. Thank you for this, Spectra. Oh, you're doing very well. Terrain made painful. It is actually painful. Hey, I do have a hammer and a chisel. So this will be the last cut of plastic. Don't you worry. A machete, a jewelry saw. I mean, I don't have any of these. Not the skull's teeth. Oh, the saw's teeth. Oh, I hadn't even noticed. I'm too busy messing about. Coping saw, that's the one I wanted. That's the one I was trying to remember. Did I say... Did somebody say... what did somebody say? They said the teeth. And I just... Because I'm doing the teeth, it sort of made sense in my head. Look, I don't know if you can see this, but I'm getting there. We're not all the way through yet in places, but... I've got a line that's at least almost all the way around. So that's something. Only probably 10 more minutes. It's easier to cut bone. Hey, look, I appreciate this is taking a bit longer than I anticipated. To be fair, I didn't know how thick this was. Let's make sure my hand isn't going, like, painfully sore. We're getting there. We're getting there. It's happening. No, this is actually where I've got to be careful, where it actually might go through. The skull is very thin and easier to cut. This isn't. Dremel, nah, I need an angle grinder. Do you have a way to clamp it down? No. Sorry, Spectra. I'm really terrible when it comes to tools. Yeah, I'm not going to use... Like, I like to keep things simple because I want as many people as possible to be able to do it. However, I wouldn't really recommend this. Now, we've got to the bit where we're actually very near the thick part. And the thick part, if I'm honest, I might just... Nope, it's okay, I'll do the other side. And then we'll come back to that bit. Oh... Yeah, like a proper tool would definitely do it. Exactly. I'm not going to buy I'm not going to write the right tool for this. No, I understand you guys might be like, oh, but you've got the right tool. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that voice, but you know, I try to keep everything for mass appeal. Do I have a hacksaw? I think I do have a hacksaw. I actually vaguely injured myself then by hitting the desk with my hand. That's sad. Wasn't really much of an injury. Chainsaw Warriors. I've just got back into Warhammer for a long time. Made my first shipping container yesterday. Oh, I sell sigils. I'm not saying you should wait because you've already made it, but I will be. This video should be going up on Friday. Obviously, this is just one of them, but yeah. Don't know how the light's picking that up. Simple, but yeah, they're all right. I did that mainly because I wanted them. Oh, thank you, Greg. You hook the jaw over the desk like a C. I thought we could, but I'm trying to get it in shot. Look, it's not going to take that long. I'll be 5-10 minutes at most. Right, guys, I might go back to the leg. I think we might be at the point where the leg is getting put at risk. We're through on one end. Whoop, 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 whoop. Just need the other end. Oh, it's ever so slightly trying to cut my shorts. Very nearly on the other end. I blame COVID for this. Clearly, Jay has gone too much. I do blame COVID. Someone started betting about how many things they have. Look, I'll be very disappointed now to lose one. Look, I'm very near the end, but the problem is I don't know how to get the right angle for it. It's very difficult to get the right angle for this little end piece. For strangest book on Reddit, Subcommandante, fair enough. Big fan of Reddit myself. Now, why aren't you just snapping off? I'm so close, but yet so far because I don't want to injure myself at the very last minute. Hey, my baby Willow, she keeps trying to eat me. Whenever I hold her, she just tries to eat my shoulder, my arm. I've not cut myself. If anything, I'm very nearly through. It's very nearly a major success, but not just yet. And I can confirm this will be the last of the cutting. I might even try and snip through that. Ooh, the snip has actually done the trick, I think. Yep, classic. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jay teaches carpentry. I think I'd get fired pretty quick. Jeez Louise. Now, was it worth all the effort? I could do with snipping a bit of this off. I could actually do with snipping the side of that off. Not a problem. I will just... I said this was the last cutting and then I'm going to go do a little bit more cutting, but this shouldn't take me that long. I ain't got time to bleed. It only took me like 30 minutes, guys. I don't know what you're talking about, really. Was it that big of a job? Let's just see if I can clip this off. Because I don't want... It's not exactly symmetrical on both sides. Okay. Okay, but I didn't start cutting it till about 40 minutes ago. Dante, true. Yeah. I do question people who watch this because it's a madman doing mad things. So, I mean... Aren't we all just sad? Like, it is what it is, though. Why won't you cut now? Why are you being so difficult? The Patreon will never get back. Hey, no, to be fair, I don't. I told Matt the wrong. The major nerd the wrong thing. Technically, the streams are in a playlist that anybody can watch back, but they're unlisted, so they're just not obvious. So you can't just like click the channel. You've got to specifically like get the link for them. Yeah, I forgot about that. Now I do have a Hoover. Now then, my Hoover needs charging. Now then, where is the Hoover? Okay, I have a slight problem because Willow's asleep. I don't necessarily want a Hoover. Look, we made it. It was a big success. You can see how that's much lower now. And is it flat? No, but it's near enough. Nope, but it's definitely near enough. Dustpan and brush, yeah, but I don't have one of them. Well, not to hand. I normally have my little Hoover. But it's okay, it's not a big problem in life. So I think, do I start planning? I just ignore the mess. Because, as I said, I don't want to wake up with us. So I'll just Hoover it tomorrow, I think. The stream started, did you say the stream started 78 minutes ago? Is that how long it's been? That's how long it's been. That's unbelievable. Also, on the stream chat has broke on my computer. Is what it is. It is what it is. Near enough maximum professionalism. Man's gonna get cramp. So the question is, well, we know how big it's gonna be now because I can tell you for sure, I ain't cutting that skull. Like, I ain't cutting this skull. Sorry, I'm just getting rid of a little tag or whatever it is on the side. Not a problem. Not a problem. I should maybe try and get the mold line off. Maybe. Ugh. Yeah, no more cutting the skull. The skull cutting is done. So we can move on with our lives. Everybody can breathe the sigh of relief. The hand is currently intact. No mistakes were made. Everything has come out reasonably safe. Watch me cut myself in the easy part. Time flies when you saw bones. Yes, I'll have to remember that when I become a serial murderer. The Moldar is a geological... Well, yeah, it's not that bad of a mold line. It's way worse on the other one. Sorry, I know you can't see this either, but... Again, it's just easy so I don't cut myself. I can't concentrate and talk. I really have not got the skills to do that. Like, I actually do think it might be intended to be there. I'm going to get the plastic skull and rip you off how easy it is to cut. What? Wait. From Wilkinson's, Steve? Is it the same skull? This was not an easy one to cut. I mean, maybe with a better tool it might be, but I can confirm with the tool I had, we all just watched me struggle. And I did not enjoy it. I can confirm that. Jeez. I mean, melting it might have worked. You know what? I possibly should have worn goggles during that because there's loads of like little plasticky bits. There's a galaxy of orc paint boys tutting and pounds offing themselves while watching the stream. Oh, Dremel, jeez. Yeah. Should have got a Dremel. Anyway, so hopefully you can see the point in that we're going to have that like that. See, because it's now, it's like not as much on the floor. Like with that, then the entrance to the cave is going to be super high. Whereas now I can do that, cover it in foam, the thin foam, pretty. How thick is this foam? Okay, I'm going to need, probably going to need to get some 10mm foam. No, I wasn't I was going to do October, but then I decided not to for whatever reason. Mainly because GW weren't really taking it seriously. So I figured I'll just revisit it when they do. But yeah, they weren't asked, so neither was I. Do you have enough teeth for a bionic hand? What? No. Do I have any of the thin foam in here? The answer is no. No, I'll tell you what I do have. I do have a hot wire cutter. Oh. You got some pumpkin boys. Nice. I'm presuming they are normal orcs with pumpkins. It is going to be a super high piece of terrain. I will give you that. You are correct. It's going to be a big boy. I mean, I can't use a hot wire tool for this, but you know, I can use a hot wire tool for the next thing. I'm just trying to work out how big of a hole I want. That's what she said. Why would that be what she said? It didn't make any sense. Fill that up with foam up until like here. Cover that with foam. Probably going to be about there, I think. So that is probably going to sit. What's Griffhound Contrast? Is that a paint? So yeah, that's probably going to sit on a piece of foam that's that big. But then there'll probably be like a slope down from it, I think. And I'll probably build up the side to maybe like here. Maybe right there actually. I have a primary Space Marine kill team, not an army. I mean, I have 3 Star Wars Legion armies, but no proper full 40k army. So that's the plan. Now, do I just glue that down? Do I just start gluing? Maybe I should just start gluing. Oh, deep. How do I go from thin to big? Let's have a look at the picture. Well, I'm going to have like a rock stone here. That'll come probably out here. We'll have one there. Then we'll have one that's like the same height as that. I actually want that to be a bit straighter, so I'm probably going to glue it more like that. So I'm actually probably going to sand off a bit at the front. Because I want it to be more like that. So if I sand a bit off the front, I can get it like that. No, do I sand it right now? Let's sand it right now. That's not the right kind of sandpaper. Ooh, this is a problem. Where's my sandpaper gone? I want some rough boys. There we go. I like some contrast paint, others not so much. I did my Flesh Eater Courts in contrast, and for some reason I just did not like it. Like, it didn't seem to I don't know, it didn't seem to stick. Weirdly, it's hard to describe, but I didn't like it as much. But yeah, let's. Yeah, I'm just sandpapering this. I don't know how stupid the sound is. Oh, it loves the Vallejo primer. I did just use the GW primer, to be fair. Or did I? I think I might have used Army Painter White. Just trying to straighten off the teeth a little bit, which is what a lot of people do to their teeth. That's not particularly straight. It doesn't have to be perfect. It is a big boy skull. It is possibly too big. It's going to be a big boy of a piece of terrain. Hi Mark, how are you by the way? If you're not following Mark's channel, he's interested in all kinds of board games, so I definitely recommend it. But yeah, it's a big boy. Is it bad that I mix Citadel? No, I don't think it's... No, I just use whatever paint you want and prefer in it, basically. Yeah, I don't know why. I can't remember what I used on them, but I think Mark had the same issue, actually, didn't you, Dice Tales, with the contrast paints? Just, it didn't feel like it stuck properly for whatever reason. Oh, you're getting braces on Monday? Guess now's a good time, that's what people are saying. Now's a good time. But, I mean... You're young. You're better to sort them out now than later on. I've never had them myself, but I probably should. This mask like keeps going over my face, like over my eyes. I don't know any pro painter that sticks. Yeah, exactly. People use a lot of different kind of paint. Whoa, I don't even know what they are, Daka and Tyler. Stinley Res. It just it just doesn't go on properly. Yeah, it's... Maybe I wasn't doing it too thick enough. Maybe I was doing it too thick. Maybe I was doing it too thin. I don't really know. Just showing you some hand speed there. You can imagine where I got that skill. Professional there, professional. Probably I don't need to do it perfectly, just a bit better than what it was. You've been eyeing up dog skeletons. What, dog skeletons? It's such a weird sentence, I guess, but it makes perfect sense. 11 fingers. I think that is the correct number of fingers. All 11. No worries, comrade. To be fair, I'd be on. Depending on how long I've been. But have a lovely time, whatever you're doing. Hey, I'm from the northwest. I don't think we're much better up here. Sorry, lad. Although I think that's probably more Yorkshire than northwest. Yeah, you see how they slope down? It's not a problem. In theory, I should have cut it at an angle, but it is what it is. I'll just do like a step. I'll just do it. I may even just cut the foam so it's a perfectly flat surface. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do. I'll probably glue in some foam and then just like get a knife and just cut it straight down so it's like perfectly level. Yeah, I'll just leave it like that. They need a really good mix, and I do think maybe I didn't mix them well enough. I do think that is part of the problem as well. I don't necessarily think I gave them a proper good mix. So, even though I've got a mess on my table, shall we look at base size? Cut out the front teeth. Ooh, this is a nice idea, but I ain't going anywhere near this with a saw again. But I do like that idea. Cutting out the front teeth. The problem with that is once I do that, I can never go back. So let's consider sizes. More saw needed. Well, you know I ain't doing that. This is a big boy. So I'm thinking, you know, this is going to be a big one, isn't it? Where's my pen? Right, the hill probably come up to like here. Let's call it here. I think maybe like bump. Oh, hi, Mike Danzap. What am I making? Dentures. Will need dentures soon. I've got terrible teeth. You're gonna be able to go. It's a cave entrance, so it's going to allude to an entrance rather than actually be a playable entrance. Well, that is a big boy. That's a big boy. I don't even know if you can even see how big that is. But I'm making a skeleton skull cave entrance, I think. It's a big one. I mean, it's massive. So I think it needs to be a bit more like up than that. That's what she said. 15. Well, Mark loves his 15mm scale stuff. Shall we just cut this then? Let's cut this. This is also going to be a pain in the ass. I'm going to use... Now, when I like to cut my EPVC, I personally like to use this kind of blade. Now, I'm not actually going to properly cut this. Like, I'm not going to cut the shape. I'm just going to cut it like down here. That would be cool. I mean, Nazis aren't cool, but the idea of having a cave to it is cool. Let's just cut it so that I've got an appropriate size at least. Although this blade is not particularly sharp. It's better to work with a sharp blade. I think it's safer to work with a sharp blade as well, if I'm honest. Yeah, well, this was terrible. I'm not even cutting through any of this. Honestly, this knife is shit. Sorry for my foul language there, but Jesus Christ. Jeez. You should cut the pan off so you can open the skull. No, Steve. That's a no. Because I really don't want to. Oh, here I go. The ruler's sliding about. The ruler is sliding about. What an absolute pain in the ass. This is a pain in the ass to cut. I'm just going to cut it with my hand. I said it doesn't have to be perfect, but none of and these I need to change the blade. Wow, I really need to change the blade. Jesus Christ. Oh, Just Tales. Great question. Because I was cutting some plastic and it was going everywhere. I don't really need it right now. Because of the coronavirus. Why is my ruler's even moving? Does that even make sense? No, I wasn't planning a desert setting. To be fair, I've never really done creepers or anything like that. You know, like moss growing off it. But I think the moss growing off it would be a good idea. What? Why are you taking so? Just rip, you sod. I don't know what this stuff. I mean, I do know what it's made of. It just seems much harder than the last time. We need to buy a 3D printer. Hey, look, I'm really tempted to buy a resin printer, I'm not going to lie. Sorry, Just Tolls, by the way. I don't know if I came across a bit thingy there, but I was wearing it for no real reason. At that time. Why can't I get the paper off this? It's not been the greatest health and safety stream. I will give you that today. It's not been my best work. Yeah, I will give you this though. Oh, let's see if this picks it up on the mic. Might class it as noise. Can you hear this? Oh, nice. I've got plastic bits on the mic. Use the bread knife. I could use the bread knife. Paint it with sand. I'm just gonna go classic grey, but yeah. Castle Grayskull. Yes, Mark. Somebody said that, and I didn't know what it was. So there's a bit of a strong embarrassment there. But yeah, let's just cut this out roughly. I said I wasn't going to cut it out roughly, but let's just do it. Because, well, let's just get a rough shape. Otherwise, I'll be here all day. Because I really need to glue it to the base. I should probably have done this in sections rather than like all one. Try and keep my hand completely out of the way. The plastic is everywhere. I really should have like hoovered up, or stopped and then like hoovered up another day. Okay, might just try and snap this off. I'm gonna bevel the edges anyway. Grayskull whistle test. What is this? Bob Harris is back. No, I don't know what's going on. No more saws. I read that before, and I'm definitely not doing any more saws. Do not worry. I think my days of sawing is possibly over. I may just order a Dremel. Hey, any of you know anything about computer builds? I really want to upgrade my computer because it's falling apart. I've had the same processor for like 8 to 9 years, something like that. I've had it a long ass time. It's an old boy. There we go, there we go. You fail me. I don't bloody know what I'm even thinking. Yeah, sorry. EPVC. Plastic. EPVC. 3 mil. I do have some 5 mil, but I don't really... Even though this is a big boy, I don't think I'm going to need it. Whoop, drop that, but it doesn't really matter. I don't know why this little teeny bit didn't come off. There we go. We're getting, I mean, it's a bit too round at the minute, so maybe I should do a bit more squiggly. Let's just double check the measurements here. Make sure I'm not going crazy. The Raspberry Pi. I'm not going to go with the Raspberry Pi. It will let you input your... What's this? Sorry, PC Part Picker. Yes, I have heard about that. I might try that. Yeah, I might get one of the new AMD processors that come out on the 5th. Sweet jazz music and an angry Englishman screaming at paper. I mean, that sums up this stream, I think. I think that's probably about where I'm going to go. Wait, I guess as far back as possible. Weirdly, I think I might do it like that. No, it doesn't make any sense. I don't want it to be much smaller than this, because otherwise I'm going to run out of room. Coral Island in Blackpool. Now, Blackpool's not a billion miles away from me, but I don't know what Coral Island is there. Is it the swimming bath or the swimming pool or something? Waterfalls coming out of the eyes. Yeah, I'm not doing that either because it would be a massive project if I do that. I sort of wanted to keep it relatively simple. Like, I don't want it to take weeks. I'm hoping to have the bulk of this build done on this weekend. So, and hopefully on the stream next week, we might even be painting it. He says, I'm always optimistic. I can't see that happening. next week I'll probably be designing the rocks. I still think I might end up not carving the XPS foam into it. I might end up doing woodland scenics mold or something. We'll see. I'm not really too worried about it being perfect. I'm not worried about it being stuff that people can't get. So this for me is a bit of a different build. Just a for fun build, I think. Just need some clear mastic. Simple is for fools. Oh, I do apologise. It's Blackpool's largest indoor. It has pirate schools outside. Is it literally just the arcades? I must have been. I like how perfectly round I'm making this. Really not intentional. Oh yeah, the arcades. Okay. We'd call that the arcades. Could I remember it being called Skull Island? It's ringing a bell. Oh god, I'm cutting that really badly. Not that it matters. I mean, this isn't jazz. This is pirate. This is like... No, it's not pirate music. What is this? I don't know. Asian inspired is what I was going to say. I'm pretty sure I've been. That's Steve. I'm trying to not cut myself. You know, we were all worried about me cutting myself before. Now it's just hurry up, Jay. Okay, I see how it is, Steve. As I said, I'm not exactly working with the best material, the best knife here, because I need to change the blade. Let's just get it cut then. Get it snapped off. I mean, it's a big boy. It's a big boy. I'm way quicker when I'm not streaming. Also, it does take me a bit longer because I am recording. My hand is quite sore. You know, even though the shape's a bit irregular here because I've got some flat sides, I'm actually not displeased with that. I think that's how big this boy's going to be. It's going to be probably step at the front. It's this, like the back of the head's going to be the problem, I think. This bit's just going to be like that, something like that. We'll sit it on the thingy. So let me bevel the edges. Let me just cut this off. Let's just do that with the knife like this. Whoop. The knife was slipping then. That's not what you want. Just bevel this so it's not straight. I'm getting I think I'm getting not a billion miles away from gluing the stuff to the base. This is a big bevel. Got to bevel these edges, guys. By the way, I've finished The Mandalorian. Or I don't know if I'd finished it last week, but we've finished it now. Ready in time for season 2. Nearly finished The Boys. Also, I realised when I used to stream like Pokemon and stuff, I used to have anecdotes about stuff that had happened in my life. Because of the coronavirus, not remembering a single thing, am I? Nothing's happening. Oh yeah, today I stayed in my room and worked. Simple and quick. I'm not. This is not simple and quick, and I'm not adding a Kraken. I was gonna. One of the ideas of Commandante was gonna be Skull Islands, sort of a little bit like what Black Magic Craft done, but I was gonna do them as like islands, you know, for the Mantic game. That was one of the possibilities. Shame you weren't here telling me to do that then, because I think I would have preferred to do that. That looked a lot easier than this shit. Sorry for my language there, but I'm a bit frustrated it's taking me this long. Really, the bulk of the time was cutting the bloody teeth, so... Trust me, I'm more annoyed about it than any of you. It's a bit too perfectly round for my liking. I love when he edits this with a clock and pretends to have completed it. Hey, look, there's no cheating going on when I do the clocks. Then again, I don't do anything this complicated. And well, I was going to say you'll see if I stream it, but I do stream it, and it is taking me a while, so that's not actually, doesn't even make sense. But yeah, there's no real cheating going on. I do occasionally pause it when I have to do something in real life. During the first one I did, the 1 hour terrain, I paused it and had my tea. But I wasn't working on it, so it was fine. Terrain made lazy, true. The songs we're actually listening to are Harris Keller's stream beats. Although I think Twitch are doing their own, but obviously I don't think Twitch will allow YouTubers to use them. It's a bit too round. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit too round. I think what I'll do is I'll just go all in on the side that's not round. And just go a bit hardcore. Leonardo, exactly, you know, perfection takes a while. Plus, I'm not trying to do a quick build here. When I do a quick build, I do a quick build, and when I don't, I don't. And this isn't one that I'd say you could do in an hour. This is not an hour build. Plus, to be fair, my last hour build, I failed miserably. So, I mean, if I was going to cheat, I'd cheat and pass. I wouldn't cheat and fail. Oop. I'm sort of just... I'm beveling the edges, but I'm sort of just shaping it so that I get a non-straight edge here. I'm just going to keep slicing it in so I get a bit of a weird angle. Just because the rest of it looks a bit weird. I'll do the same on this side, but maybe a bit... Maybe over here. I really like this stuff for beveling edges. It's very, like, it's soft and you can just do it quite easily. At least it's less straight. It's less circular now. Thank you, Yuan. Sorry, I cannot say your name. I do apologise. Did the intern finish the paint job? He might have done. Why it cutting at angle is better? You mean why am I beveling the edges? Just so it blends into the board a bit better. You don't necessarily have to. It could just be a personal preference. It just turns out that a lot of terrain makers do it, and I prefer it as well. I just prefer it blending into the table. Whatever your table is at that point. Now I've ruined it a little bit. I've ruined that corner because I quite liked it the way that it was, and then I've gone and shaped it. Let's just fix that a bit there. And then soften that up. That'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. It's not perfect, but it'll do. Do I need to do... It sort of looks... In my head, that looks like a skull. Maybe I should shape the whole thing like a skull. Today... Like, I'm terrible at accents. Day 45 in the Big Brother house. Steve is annoying Jason. Jason has a knife. You're not annoying me, Steve. I was just kidding, by the way. Day 59 in the Big Brother house. Jason has taken a stupid saw to a big thick skull. He said, it's thick as balls. So YouTube does have a limit on video size. I watched a video about that. They've got a limit on size. but I don't think they necessarily have a limit in length. If that makes sense. I think. Okay, we'll call that, it sort of vaguely looks like a skull. His eyes. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to have it like that. Now the question is, do I start right now and glue the teeth to the base? So I meant the knife rather than why it looks better. Oh, why was I angling it? I don't know. Yo, can you? I'm not Ben. Ben. To be fair, I do know some Judas Priest. Did they do breaking the law? Breaking the law, breaking the law, breaking the law, something like that. Is that them? Bum 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 bum. Vogue. Bum bum bum. Oh yes. Oh, Major League Nerd, I do apologise for what you're about to see. I had a question for you, Major League Nerd, did I? Did I have a question for you? I was going to ask you something. I mentioned you before and I can't remember why. You rewatching Mandalorian for like the 12th time? I mean, it's alright, it's not that good, Steve. I mean, come on. Still on the page. Look, if you guys are mean to me, I'll not make terrain on stream. Anyway, I'm happy. Right. That's going to go there. This is going to go here. It's going to go on some foam. It's going to go on some foam, right? If you're here, look. Let's do it. Let's do it. Well, not actually, let's do it, but we're going to do it like this. I'm going to cut some foam out like that. Like this. It was the playlist of the past stream. It's a very lovely base though. Thank you. It is a lovely base. The last episode was bad. I didn't mind it necessarily. Now again, I have a hot wire cutter, so this would be way easy to do with a hot wire cutter, but I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to cut it out with thingy. Let's make sure I'm actually on the stream, on the thingy. To be fair, a hot wire cutter would make way more sense than what I'm doing here. How do his knives get? How do his knives? Wait, how big do his knives get? Wait, this knife? Whose knife? My knives get really big. Love me a big knife. But yeah, this is going to be a pain in the backside to just keep slicing, but I'll get there. You know what I'm actually going to do is just do this. Rather than keep doing the curve. I'll just snap that. Big brother, come at you with your manky English dobber. Wait, he's not Scottish, is he? He's a Geordie, isn't he? Day 69 in the Big Brother house. I'm enjoying the number 69. How we like. Something like that, innit? I don't believe it. Come on now. Let's not do it like that. Let's do it like this. So I'm cutting towards me instead. Yeah, I'm deliberately sloping it a little bit, just so you know. But mainly, oh god, that was not what I wanted to do. Just did a random straight ass line. I was trying to slope it, but I've ruined it a little bit. Not a problem. Not a problem. Not a problem. Not a problem. I'm just trying to get the rough shape so I can see if it'll work. Where do I get the phone from? Mac Dan? Yes, it is thingy. Coffin Dance. That worries me, Sebastian. Just beat it to death. I get it from eBay in the UK. A place called, I can't remember the name of it, but it's under 4 insulation heating is basically where I get it. I am gonna beat it to death with a hammer. There we go, there we go. It doesn't have to, I'm not looking for perfection necessarily here. I'm just looking for potential. I might need to put the skull a bit higher than that. I might want it on a, let's just double it up and see where I end up. I might want it 2 up like that. I'm actually going to want it 2 up. This is going to be a big boy. This is a big boy. This is a big boy. Oh, it's fantastic. I must thingy. The first cut is the deepest. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna do it on 2 up. Okay. So randomly, I do not need this first piece to be as big as this. I can trim it down. So let's just trim it down. It's pretty dense, so like it's not super easy to cut, but it's easy enough to cut, if that makes sense. And as long as you once you've finished, if you cover it in like Mod Podge or black paint and Mod Podge, you'll generally cut through it. It's always better to slice through it as well, especially if you want pristine cuts. Not actually that bothered about pristine cuts here, so it's not really a worry, but in case you did. Just trimming this down a little bit. Why are you using the blunt blade? Because I can't be asked changing my blade. A bit of me, I'm like a bit frugal like that. A bit of me thinks I'll only change it when I absolutely need to change it. Plus, at the minute, I'm not doing the detail work, so here I'm just shaping, so I don't really need it right now. If anything, at the minute, I'm toying with the idea of placements and stuff like that still. Making an absolute mess, but the plan is you'll go somewhere like that. Now, yeah, the problem, I'm going to have to do like foam into other foam and then blend the two. But it'll be interesting to see how I do the rocks. Don't need that much. Don't need it to be that wide. Yeah, I am perfectly aware that a hot wire cutter, which I have on the shelf, would be way easier. But, it is what it is. Oh, I'm slicing into the base. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to cover it in sand anyway. But yeah, you can see the point there, hopefully. Am I left-handed? No, I am not. The word sinister comes from the word for left-handed in Latin, doesn't it? It's like sinistral. Hence why Subcommander is calling me thingy. But I think it's just because this is flipped. This is my right hand. This one here. So yes, the plan will be for you to go there. You'll come on a second piece that's going to be up here. It's obviously going to be smaller than the first. And we'll build you up to the rock face. I was going to go above, but I think it's going to be so big that I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to come up to that. I'm just going to come up to here. So, there we go. That first piece is pretty fine. It's whether I'm not 100% sure how I should do the rocks. As I said, I don't really want to blend. I don't really want to use the what's it called? What is it called? The Woodland Scenics mold. I sort of do want to do this classic triangle method. Let's just see what that actually would vaguely look like. I'm not doing it properly, so don't worry, this is more of a test. Obviously, because I've not even I've got bits here that I've sliced off, but not really sliced. Yeah, I think I'll just go with the rocks like this. Maybe a few smaller ones like that. Maybe at a better angle. So something like this. Yeah, I think that'd look okay. Very stylized. Yeah, I'm gonna have to at some point. I know I'm gonna have to get a smooth cut so I can actually, you know, I don't have the the random slices that I've done. Because you can see I've got a stupid ass slice. It doesn't have to be perfect because I'm gonna probably cover it in filler anyway if I'm honest. Maybe I won't. No, I do it like I may actually get the hot wire cut right for some of them. Coffin dance needs to be the pliers holding up the skull. What is coffin dance? Am I an idiot? It's, to be fair, it's actually just for fun. But yeah, I would probably recommend it more for D&D than 40k. But yeah, you could use it for whatever. But it's just a fun piece, if I'm honest. Just because of Halloween, I'm not really like. I'll probably label it for D&D because I think D&D makes the more sense. But I'm not too stressed about it. I'm not actually going to worry about that. I'll worry about the details later on. Just want the size. Then what we want is probably the same thing but smaller. Let's see. Really, I should trace it and glue them together and then cut it. So really, I think I might have to do that. I may have to glue these together, then cut it, but I want it to look like rocks. If you want to fund my replacement fingers, there's always Patreon. So I think I'm gonna have to have a think here. So the question is, you know, I can carve the rocks and I can do it like a hill, you know, so it's like tiered. So it's like this, right? So that the hill goes bump and then bump. Or I can do it so like, I have to quickly show you this without injuring myself. Like I'll glue two of them together, let's say. You know, like I glue two of them together and then stupid knife. And then cut them together so that it's like, ooh, a straight cut at an angle. And then when it's like that, I could maybe like come in and go like, ooh, a rock. Or obviously a bit of a shitty angle here, but I could go like, ooh, a rock. Or I could just go like have them slightly apart so it looks like there is a step, but not like a big one. This is a pain in my ass. Let's just do it without that because I don't need it. So it's like that, and then I would add another. Let me go like this. Something like that, where they're sort of together, but there is a gap. Oh, my dance time. Thank you for that. I'm glad that it comes up in the chat because I don't think I've got the alerts on. But thank you for that. It was supposed to read out the message. It's supposed to read out the message. Has the alert come on the screen? But thank you very much, my dance app. Might also be massive line of side blocking centerpiece terrain dedicated to Khan. Yeah, it could be. Also, I'm really tempted to use the Woodland Scenics molds. I just feel like it might make this project look like incredibly good. Whereas if I don't, I think it might look a bit poop. I'm sort of waiting for my dance ab's message to come up on the screen. Why hasn't it? Why does it hate me? So I'm gonna have a think. I'm not happy about that as a concept. Oh, you think it already popped up? It was supposed to read it out, and I didn't hear it. But thank you. I am an idiot. Yes, look up coffin dance. I can't even read. It already came up. Thank you guys. Sorry. I missed it. The stream looks like relatively delayed, and it doesn't even make any sense. That's my dance house message right there on the tablet. See, you can see how far it is behind. Look. Why is it that far behind? I'm pretty sure I've got the ultra low thingy set on. Yeah, I'm set to ultra low latency. It doesn't really make any sense. I don't know why it's doing that. Why would it do such a thing? Why would it do such a thing? Oh, finally, that just updated. I really don't understand that at all. Yeah, there's obviously a massive delay for whatever reason. Have I dropped any frames? I've not dropped any frames tonight either. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, so do you understand my point about the rocks? So we can either do like a classic foam hill. We can do like a classic foam hill. Let me see if I get this up on the screen. So I think this would be, I could do this method probably using Woodland Scenics mold, probably easier than say that sort of looks like what I imagine the foam would look like, you know, like digging it in with your finger and like just making it look like rocks that way. Yeah, okay, I mean that's one method, but I wanted to show you the difference in hills. So foam XPS foam hill, I like that one. Oh, it looks awesome. Well, I'm not sure I'll be able to replicate it. Oh, search for myself. I actually didn't search XPS. I like it. My cardboard hill comes up. Nice. It's one of my most popular videos. Now, if the problem here, right? If you're going to use Woodland Scenics rock molds, I probably should have just used the white polystyrene. There's no real reason to use the expensive stuff. There we go. Just intrigued in that, whatever that video is. Woodland Scenics mold. I never know which mold it is. Just heard the alert, but it's low. Oh, I'll try and up it later. It should have read it out. That's what it actually should have done. But it's fine. But you know, I've read the message anyway. It's not like I completely missed it, I imagine. But I'd like to see an actual hill using this, just to show you the difference. This one example, but yeah, okay, something like that. So we're looking at, say, something like this versus something, say, like this. Now, this isn't necessarily bad. I'm not calling this bad or anything. I am for 45 quid. Do not pay 45 quid for this. You can make this. You can make a table's worth for 45 quid. So yeah, I think the rock molds are better, and I've got the smaller rock molds one as well. I think I might even have this. No, I don't have that, but whether or not I could make it look like a proper rocky hill, I don't really know. But yeah, I guess that's the question, is which one do we go with? Do we go with Virgin Media? I am with Virgin Media. That could be the reason why the stream is so far delayed. I don't know why, but stream is mega delayed. But I've not dropped any frames, so Virgin Media has kept their side of the bargain today. Virgin Media, you've got away with it. But not every day. Not every day. But yes, so that's the question. What kind of rock hill do I go with? I think I'm happy with the size. I'm happy with the design. I just need to come up with how I'm going to officially do the rocks. Whether or not, what method I use. And then over the weekend, I will pop on and do that. I'll probably do that method as best I can. So that's the plan. That's the question we have. I made a video today on my MMO channel. It's pretty popular. I've got 1 view. I just thought I'd check just to see what it was like. It's got 1 view. Pretty damn popular, guys. Yeah, so as I said, that is the question. I don't know the answer. A bit of me doesn't... The thing is, if I don't use the rock molds, I'm going to end up with really janky tiers. I think the rock... You guys said XPS, but I actually think the rock molds might be better. Well, this was when I was trying to find out Miscast School Terrain, which isn't on here, sadly. But it is what it is, because that's his templates. Yeah. Yeah. Came up here, Mike Dance have, thankfully, but no, I just missed the alert for whatever reason. Oof. Right. So anybody barring Ben? Look how delayed this stream is. Anybody other than Ben have a song choice? I honestly don't know what the songs are. Use XPS. Oh, Jimmy, you might have a point. Is instead of... Yeah, I could do the rough shape and then glue XPS to that in like rock sort of shapes. It's a good shout. It's a good shout. Depends. Do I want that slightly more realistic look or not? Jesus Christ, right? Look how delayed this is. I'm going to show you how delayed this is. Oh, it read it out, but at low volume. Okay. Wait, so this is... Keep in mind, right, I've shown you that I'm going to count... Right, okay, forget that. Baby chat. I might do. So, right, it's 15 seconds past the 4 minutes is when I'm going to show it for the second time. Oh, it's actually crashing. Doesn't matter. Don't need that part of it. Oh yeah, I do, because that's how I'm going to monitor when it's live. Balls. Okay, well this I think is a disaster. Okay, I've got it on my desk and I'll show you when it actually starts seeing the thingy-majig. By the way, Mel the Terrain Shooter returned. He was back on Sunday night. I personally didn't catch it. I can't remember what I was doing. Something else. But he was back on Sunday night. I think he was back on about 9 o'clock UK time. So it's probably a bit... It was like literally whatever time it is now. He did... It's the time he did on Sunday. I'm just looking at this. So like... Okay, I can tell you that it's been a full minute, right? The tablet is a full minute behind so far. It is great to have Mel back for sure. 9 till 10, and then the second time I've shown it, it's been 1 minute and 15 seconds behind. That's how long this tablet is behind. That's crazy. Yeah, he did 9 till 10. Cool. Second, your second phone with plaster over it. Okay, none of you are in favour of the Woodland Scenic rock molds. I don't know why you hate them so much, but I appreciate it. We'll have to wait and see what we do. But yeah, we'll call the stream there. As I said, it's 9 o'clock. This stream's been one of the longer ones. I realised I didn't get very much done. Just to clarify for Subcomandante, when I do the timed videos, they are 99.9 they are 99% true to life. That's how long it takes me. I speed, and that's why the camera angles are bad. And I also pick terrain that's not that difficult most of the time. That's the whole purpose of it behind it. So it is 99% true. There's no like Hollywood magic involved or whatever you want to call it. Paolo De Rossi is very happy he's back. Mel's back, and his book is going to be great. I never kickstarted his book. I don't know why. I don't know. I'm not really interested in books, I guess. But his book is pretty much finished now, I think, isn't it? So should be good. How many people have Wooden Seeds Rock Molds? True, Jimmy. You make a valid point. And I prefer the challenge. The only reason I even asked is because this build I sort of was setting myself a bit free, because who's going to have that specific skull? But you know, it's a fair point. I'll just use XPS, and we'll see what I can conjure together, and we'll see it. Ben, just in time to not recommend a song because I'm not taking one from you. No molds from you. I will take the community's feedback. Do you feel like a true community at this point? How long have I been streaming? You know, I've been streaming. I mean, like, since I started. Not that long ago, was it really? You don't mind the molds? Yeah, I think it's to preference. But let's see how long ago I was streaming. By the way, go watch my video. If you want to be nice to me, watch my video. You don't have to like it. Just watch it all the way through. Here, look. Let me get a shareable link. Here. I made a video and only one person's watched it. I feel terrible. Tomorrow I have to cycle to the butcher's, buy a lamb hard, cycle back to school and draw. I was convinced that was going to be like eat it, but no, you're going to draw it. You make your rock faces out of foam and garden wood chippings. Yeah, a lot of people do use like garden chipping and bark and stuff like that. Yeah, I agree with that. It's a good idea. What was I looking at then before I got distracted by my own video? What was I going to do? Oh, I was going to see when did I start these Tuesday night streams? Now, I'll include the Saturday night and the Sunday night streams because I sort of started streaming. It took me a little while to find out what day was best. So I'm going to include those even though I don't necessarily know what day that was. My art teacher is going to have a stroke. Wait, they don't even know you're doing that. You've stopped loading to your other channel. This is... Dagger, this is my MMO channel. This is my MMO channel. I know I'm an idiot. I almost said a word that you can't say. I'm an absolute idiot. Don't hate me. Wood chips need to go to the local park. True. After that, if you're going to a park as a full-grown male adult, is it better to go after dark or during the day? You can buy them on eBay, I think. Let's see, when did I start doing this? So the first one appears to be the 13th of June. So really not that far ago, really, was it? How many have we done since? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can probably just count these. It probably has a list here. I've done 19. We've done 19 streams so far. I wonder if I can see which was the longest stream. One of the early ones. I got a 2 hours 16. Oh, to be fair, when I got cut, do you remember when I got kicked off YouTube? Here, I've got 2 streams there, which would have been 2 hours 43-ish. 2 hours 26. How long is this one? 2 hours 23. It was when I got kicked off YouTube. Chips, of course. I'm too big for the swings. It's after dark. You might just, have your mobile ready to call the fire brigade if you get stuck. Hey, no, see, in my defense, I couldn't. It would take me ages to fully build the piece of terrain on stream because you've seen how slow I go. But we did start the box for this, for example. It's a bit manky on the bottom, but the bottom doesn't matter. But, we did start the stream. We started this on stream. So, by the way, here's when I used some super glue and it went runny, so I turned it into some dirt mark. I didn't want to do TME because I was like, TME is a bit like, Mel did that and BMC did that. And I was like, I don't want to do that. So I did TMC. But that's actually not the one I would normally do. Can't hold that properly. Yeah, I need to do some fancy shots of these actually. On the ones I would normally do, I'd just do like letters and the numbers in the top corner. Lots of illicit booze parties in parks at the moment. Oh yeah, going after midnight is probably not the best idea. I think Katie's texting me telling me to shut up. Check Facebook for my mum. Check Facebook for my mother. Oh wait, okay. Wait, it's all kicking off, guys. I have 2 schools and less enemies now. Right, let's have a look. So, okay, I won't read this out until I've read it. Go. Oh, Katie's talking about somebody at a class that she's gone to that may have COVID. I watched all your current videos. Well, you should watch my MMO videos. Just to love me. Don't love me. That's stupid. That's it. I've been absolutely ranting enough though. I was trying to see if anything interesting was happening on Facebook and stuff, but nothing interesting is happening. I wanted this to be the longest stream, but I feel like when YouTube kicked me off, it's still the longest stream. But no, I really appreciate everybody stopping by. I know it's. Hopefully it's not frustrating to see me start building the terrain and then not finish it. But I don't want to do a build where it's only just on YouTube because it would take me forever. You've seen how slow I am. I'm way quicker when not chatting. You know, I'm not reading YouTube comments. I'm not trying to make sure I'm in shot. I'm not trying to make sure the recording's going well. And I don't have to worry about cutting myself. I can just cut myself in peace. That sounds really weird. But yeah. The massive distraction. I wouldn't call you a distraction. I don't mean that in a put it this way, I'd rather talk to you guys than make the terrain. But you're only here because we make terrain. In theory. We wouldn't have the channel otherwise. So we're all here on Facebook. Be nice to see the progress on the stream projects. Well, ultimately you can watch the video. Do you know what I mean? So the video sort of shows what happens during and after. Yeah, you sort of see it, I think. We're here for the chat too. The chat's more interesting than the terrain. Will we see now? Greg, thankfully that's not happening. Buy some tools for crafting. Do I want to buy a Dremel? Nah, I've never needed one. I probably won't need one for a little while. Maybe at some point, but not right now. I am, however, going to go. So, last chance for a song. I can't think of any song apart from Kanye West, and I don't want to play Kanye West because he swears a lot. So, I don't know. Yeah. Thank you all very much for watching. As I said, I do apologise. Take care of yourself. I do apologise that you don't get to see more of the terrain live on stream, but it would just take me a while, and I mean it in the nicest possible way. You're not a distraction and a bad distraction. You're like a good distraction. It's just more fun to chat poop. So that's why. Jazz hands. What is... I don't even know. You got to do that, haven't you? Ta-da! Have a beautiful day, everybody. Let's see if I can think of something. Somebody wanted My Way, and I might play it. Wait, no, I don't want to do... Maybe I'll do a song in the form of somebody else's song. So what I'll do is I'll do Baby Shark, but as Elvis, because I can vaguely do Elvis. Right now, I don't know how this is gonna go. I'm just getting up the lyrics to Baby Shark. This is gonna be stupid. Okay, here we go. Oh, I'm just getting into my Elvis. Baby Shark. What the fuck was that? Okay, let's get Baby Shark instrumental version. Okay. What? Okay, this is an advert. Okay. The stream's over, Greg, so feel free. I've got to skip the ad. I'm watching an advert. Well, thank you very much, guys. Here, home and long here. Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark, do 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 do. Yeah, that didn't work. But shark, forget this. Goodbye, everybody. I'm not even going to show you my face. I'm too embarrassed. Goodbye. Oh, I didn't show you my face. Goodbye. Baby shark, do 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 do. Yeah, I'll quickly do my Elvis impersonation for you, right? It's not even an Elvis song. It'll be lonely this Christmas without you to hold. It'll be cold, so cold. Goodbye.